Hi folks, David Mackey with Whitetail Reign, and this week on Whitetail University I'm going to be giving you a few tips on elevated shooting. Now as you can see, I'm out here today just shooting a target. I have my harness on. This is something I like to do, and it's helped me a whole lot, is put my harness on and just start shooting arrows downrange at my target. The reason for this is every piece of clothing that you add, when you're getting ready to go hunt or you get in a tree stand, is a little bit more restriction you may have when you draw your bow back. So, when I'm out here shooting my target, I'll just throw the harness on. I mean, it's not heavy. I want to make sure that when I draw, nothing catches, nothing's in my way, it's not too tight, and I can draw back, anchor in, and make a good shot. With that being said, probably one of the biggest things that I'm going to touch on today is form. Everyone has their form, whether it's how you draw back, anchor, how your bow arm is. When you're in a tree stand or any elevated area, you do not want to alter that. And what I mean by that is, when you get in a tree and you draw back, full draw, you get in your anchor point, you have your bow arm the way you always shoot, whether you're at the range or anywhere. You draw back, you get anchored in, and you bend at the waist. Don't ever bend at the arm, bring your bow arm in. You don't want to alter that, because ultimately that'll alter your shot. So in your mind, you got to practice, get anchored in, bend at the waist. If it's in a position where you can't hold your form, and you can't bend at your waist, and you can't make a shot, don't take the shot. Don't risk wounding an animal just because you can't get a good shot and you just try to sneak one in. Don't do that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is shooting lanes. Sometimes people go out and hang tree stands. They say, well, we're going to hunt it. Always make sure that you give yourself time when you hang stands to cut lanes. You don't want your hunt to be ruined by catching a stray limb or underbrush or your arrow getting deflected anyway. So make sure you cut shooting lanes. After you get your shooting lanes cut, take out your rangefinder, range landmarks such as tree stumps. If you got a mineral site, know your ranges. Sometimes a deer will come in and you haven't ranged the area that he's in, you have to make a shot. Get your rangefinder out, range it. Just know that if he comes down this trail, you've already ranged it. And again, I cannot stress enough, practice. In the off season, get in your tree stand, set a tree stand up in your yard. Get in that stand, set some targets out in the yard, and practice shooting from 20 feet up. Angle and elevation play a big factor in how your bow shoots, where you're shooting. If you range at 20 yards and you're 20 feet in the air, it's going to hit different than if you're shooting on the ground at 20 yards. And really the best way to find out how your bow's going to react at these distances is to get in a tree stand, practice. Just practice. Just set a tree stand up against a tree on the edge of your yard, or go to a hunting spot you're setting cameras, take a stand with you, get up in it, tie on, and practice. Just shoot, shoot, and shoot until you're comfortable with your bow, you're comfortable with your equipment, and everything falls into place. That's all the time I have for this week. Until next time, remember to hunt safe and rule your woods.
Bowtech brings you tons of live content. From whitetail and elk hunting tips, all the way through cooking your wild game, we have something for everyone. Don't suffer from fear of missing out. Be sure to turn on Facebook notifications from our page and text the word WATCH to 313131. We'll be sending alerts when the action gets heated, including live hunts from the field. You can also watch both live and recorded shows at bowtecharchery.com or browse our library on the Bowtech Archery YouTube channel.